It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys.
I do have a story to bring up that I heard on the news.
Sure, bring it.
Did you guys hear about the woman in New York who basically found herself in an apartment like from Candyman?
What?
So this woman in New York, she's confused because no matter what, her apartment's always cold. She'll turn the heat up. It'll still look like it's freezing. She even got like a thermometer and would point out that like while it was normal in parts of her house, her bedroom was cold and her bathroom was freezing. And she puts herself on video walking into her bathroom one day, and you notice that her hair is moving. And she's trying to point out that it's because there's wind blowing her hair. And it's coming from the bathroom door, the spot where, when you close the door and where it latches?
Yeah.
There's that little hole, but that hole's still supposed to it's still supposed to be closed off in the door frame, right?
Sure.
Hers wasn't. It was just an empty black hole. And she realized wind was coming out from there. And then she realized that it was also coming out from a crack at the edge of her mirror.
Oh no.
And she takes the mirror off the fucking wall, and it's an open hole into another fucking apartment.
I don't need to hear that. Okay.
Just like in Candyman.
That's horrific.
Well, so did she find out the reason as to why?
She gets a flashlight and climbs through into this other fucking apartment.
Well, there's your first mistake.
So the apartment's empty. There's no one in there. There's no lights on or anything. There's no furniture. But guys, it's, oh my God. There's like trash all over the place, but in trash bags. There's like recently opened bottles of water all over the place. And
the trash bag. That's in the trash bag.
She goes downstairs. And that's the other thing. The part that I thought was fucking hilarious about this. The other apartment was bigger than hers.
Hey!
So how pissed off do you have to be about that? But she goes down there, and the fucking door on the first floor, the door of the apartment, she opens it, and it goes into the hall of another apartment complex, and it wasn't locked.
Oh.
So luckily, she locks it from the inside, goes back, crawls through the fucking mirror again, and gets back into her apartment. And luckily, like when she reported it to her landlord, he didn't try and dick around or anything. He cemented it up. But how terrifying is that?
Yeah. No fuck. And I was just waiting to find out, like, by the way, there were cameras.
Yeah, I thought we were going with cameras too.
When I first heard the story, I was like, so how many bodies is she about to find?
So here's the thing that I think she did wrong. Is
you said it, going into the other apartment.
New York?
No.
Right?
No. See, here's the thing is she found what appeared to be, like, sure, it looked like it had been recently used, but if she had just not mentioned it to anybody, like gone down to that first floor up, like door, locked everything up, she would have just had herself a bitchin' double-sized apartment.
Hell no. Are you
Oh, no, dude. Like, I'm not messing. You're stepping into like bad juju territory.
Yeah, not to mention
also
that know how to get their way in.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
It was also like a tight squeeze. Like she wasn't able to like even just like hoist herself up and go through. Like she had to like do the get one leg in, do the splits, and then like bring the other leg in. And it was I would never have been able to get through. So it would have been easy for her.
That's not a big benchmark, Jeff.
Yeah, true.
That's fucked up.
But it's also true. So I kind of can't like get upset about it.
That's true. You're right.
So like, the best part, actually, I just remembered the best part. Her friends are in the apartment with her, including like a couple of guys, and none of them will go through. They said
they're probably from New York, and they're like, nope, not going through there.
Like I said, my immediate thought, not being from or having visited New York, was this is straight out of Candyman.
I thought you were going to say Compton. That's not the right It's straight out of Compton. That's not the right coast at all.
So do you guys ever watch TLC?
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember which. It's just one of those like it's
station, right?
I haven't watched it recently, but I watched it a lot when I was younger.
So it's like one of those. It's the one that has like Hoarders and My Strange Addiction and shit like that.
Oh, it's the one that has let's laugh at sad people.
Yeah. So I can't remember. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's the name of my autobiography.
I don't remember what show it was.
The name of the podcast.
That's the picture of me looking at myself in the mirror, laughing at myself.
Oh, mine every year on my birthday, my dad would tell me, "I love you. Happy birthday." You know I didn't want more kids, right? That's a true story. I heard that every birthday of my life from 6 to about 17.
Wow. All right. That's usually our guests don't open up this much right off the bat.
My
Well,
therapist
and the
said,
sad part is, Chris still hasn't won the Bad Parent Awards because, carrot juice and pearl necklaces.
Have you seen your mom's tits?
Yeah.
Like as an adult?
Yeah.
Now,
Like
better
trying
question.
to get other people, like being used
Did
as
you
like
go on a
fishing
dating
lure?
site and then your dad tried to like...
Send you dick
No,
pics.
my mom thought she could
Smell
get
your
her
panties?
photos in Easy Rider.
Ooh, classy.
Yeah, so I had to take pictures of her on the pool table of her boyfriend. Yeah, you guys want to talk about fucked up childhoods? I've got all day.
Guess where I did not see this going.
I was going to talk about some bitch that gave her family members like their own possessions for Christmas, but I like this topic way better.
Oh, God. Do a deep dive into my upbringing. Let's go right ahead. Just bum me out for an hour.
Oh, fuck. We don't want to bum out our favorite guest.
Yeah, maybe we should change the name of the podcast to Laughing at Sad People.
So on a less horribly
Is everybody
traumatic
real back from that? Like,
They call it Tears of a Clown.
there was this TLC show I watched a lot as a kid. It was like it was along the same as like My Strange Addiction. But there was this one episode I was watching where this girl, like, it's talking about how this woman's shopping habits for Christmas. So, like, Brandon, how much would you say you spent on Christmas this last year?
Oh, this last year? Oh, I was a good boy this last year.
Oh,
I didn't. I tend to go Clark Griswold on Christmas, and I tend to go overdo things.
yeah. I could see that.
And I didn't do that this year, so I think I probably did about including like family gifts and stuff. I think probably about $250.
All right. Not bad.
Not bad. Better than the $8 to $1,000 that I usually do.
oh,
So apparently, according to this TV show at the time,
That's me.
the average amount that families would spend on Christmas for gifts was about $800 every year. And
What?
That's a household. That's not including Jasmine. That was just me.
oh my
right,
God.
right. Now there's this woman named Sarah that was on the show. She's talking about how she does Christmas a little differently, and it
Oh,
basically
the little girl. It's all right. There are 2 episodes. I know exactly what you're talking about. There are 2 episodes that focus on people that were obsessed with Christmas. And I'm interested which one this one is.
So I think I've seen the other one, but this one was Sarah says to the camera, throughout the year I just take things from my different family members so they think that they lost them, and then on Christmas I give it back to them as gifts.
The other one was the dude that celebrated Christmas every day, and he'd wake up and like open presents and stuff that he'd laid out the night before for himself.
Oh my god.
That's not so
But what the best part is the next like segment was one of, I guess it was supposed to be her little sister or something, and her sister's opening a box and she's like, "Wait a second, I've been looking for this purse for 3 months," and Sarah's just like, "I know, and now you found it." And just the look of sheer like fuck you on this girl's face is just fucking priceless.
There's this comedian I really like who he was telling a story about how when his grandma was really getting up there in age.
Which comedian?
Chad Daniels.
Okay, cool.
When his grandma was really getting up there in age, when people would give her gifts, she would get a sticky note, write their name, and put it on the bottom of the gift, so that after she died, they could all just take their shit back.
Oh.
So he's like,
that's gonna be me. Oh my god, that's just gonna be me.
Well, he's like, so we'd be sitting there having a nice dinner, and she's like, "Hey, can you grab that nice bowl? We'll put the salad in it." And it's just got your name on it. It's like, oh god. And then he was like, so the next year for Christmas, we bought her a snowboard and gift certificates to the strip club.
So, real story. Not saying that the comedian's story isn't real, because I'm sure it is, and I hope it is, because I love that, and that's what I strive to be when I'm old. I was talking with my boss, and the topic of we were talking about how we have we get into weird topics, and one day we were talking about like planning for the future and kind of like goals that we have, and I was kind of talking about like how I've got like different bank accounts set up for certain things, and he was like, "Oh, I do the same thing." I was like, "Oh yeah, what have you got?" And he goes, "Well, my big one right now is my funeral account." Wait, what? And he goes, "Yeah, it freaks the bankers out every time I call to update my account to make payments and put money into things, because then they go through and like, all right, so your checking, your savings, your vacation, funeral." I love it. I think that's fantastic. I look forward. I'm gonna go all out. I plan on picking out and paying
for my funeral. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't wait. I'm gonna go and like pick out my own casket and everything too. At some point,
Are you planning on going like super elaborate, or are you planning on going like literal pine box?
I was just gonna tell them whatever big cardboard box that's out by the dumpster.
Yeah, it turned out that's
they can just go ahead and like kind of wrap that up for me.
Guys,
so
you're missing out on a golden opportunity here.
I'm wondering if it's the same one that I'm thinking of, Mark.
Spring-loaded casket.
Okay, that was one of the things I was thinking about. But also,
they could essentially make you like it would work like the fountains outside of like Caesar's Palace.
Oh.
They just keep spring-loading you out of the casket to the soundtrack of whatever you have playing at the time.
that, or you squirt water out of your mouth every like 4 or 5 guests. But guys, wait, here's another thing though. You could have so much more fun with that because your vacation account doesn't have to go towards vacation. You can name your accounts whatever the fuck you want.
True.
So what if like you had your funeral account and you had your checking account and you just had your murder account?
What?
You could make an account.
Or your arson account.
I'm going to make one called espionage.
I want to be, if I ever get to the point where I'm like extremely obese and I've just given up with everything, I've got like a club foot or something, I'm going to make an OnlyFans account. But for my bank.
What if you made a bank account that was titled "Definitely Not Preparation for a Bank Robbery" account?
No. Here's what you do. You name your bank account, put the money in the bag. That way, when they're like, all right, and what account will be taking this out of? Put the money in the bag. I'm sorry, sir, what? Put the money
In the bag.
in the bag.
Is this a
And then-
bank robbery?
And then give them a subtle wink. Like,
Don't
sir,
do
I
that.
believe I need to get my
Pull
manager
your
out here.
sunglasses down just enough that they see your eyes, and then you just wink at them.
No.
Huh, that's
Wait
weird.
till-
Why
wait till-
are some police showing up?
No, wait till you're already in the cop car, being read your rights, and you're like, sir, my bank account name is put the money in the bag. I thought it would be a fun little joke. And then they take you to funny jail because they know nobody's ever going to top that shit.
Bunny Jail is the best ever unreleased Chevy Chase movie.
Fuck Chevy Chase.
Did you guys ever hear of that bank robber who, there's a bank robber. So first off, there's actually a couple of good ones. There was one guy who robbed a bank and got caught immediately because instead of a mask, he drew on his face with Sharpie.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Then
I
there
heard
were two guys who robbed a bank in, I think, Vermont. And for masks, they carved watermelons and used hollowed out watermelons as masks.
I did see that one, but I saw one that was this guy goes to a B&W not rental, but like to buy a car, right?
A
Oh
dealer.
God, I know which one you're talking about, and I
That's
love
the
it
word. I
already.
couldn't think of a dealership. Yeah, dealership. So he goes to the dealership and takes one of their cars out on a test drive by himself. Goes and
Wait, how did they let him go by himself?
he left something as collateral. I
Well,
guess.
not
I
just
don't know.
that, if they're big enough dealerships and you look successful enough, they'll let
Quick.
you take the car.
quick sidebar. I'm noting on that. My current car is so shitty that I actually went to rent a car to go test drive a nicer car.
Well, I think you're gonna like. I
Jesus,
think you're gonna like what this guy
asked
did.
me if he could borrow my car.
I want a nice car.
So so this guy goes to BMW, takes a car out for a test run, goes and robs a bank, and comes back to try and pay cash for the car that he just stole from the bank.
Nice.
And the best part is he got caught, like as he's pulling up to do this, the cops are already there because they tagged the license plate while he was at the bank.
Of course they did.
Yeah, of course.
So my absolute favorite one is the dude who robbed a bank, and he got caught pretty quickly because they had in the corner a thing where if you opened an account, you got put in a raffle. So he filled out all his information and put it in this little box for the raffle, and then proceeded to rob the bank.
What a dumbass.
So he literally gave them his name, social security number, phone number, and address.
Neighbor.
Lol.
People are dumb.
I love that sort of
Tell
thing.
myself. I get it.
All right, so speaking of dumb, funny things, but not bank robbing things. So the way I have my turntable set up is like right outside of a window, like it's right in front of a window. So every time I'm like changing records or like, doing anything by the turntable, I can see outside.
Doing the helicopter dick. Yeah,
For
we
a
know.
second, dude, I was like, is Brandon becoming a DJ?
Yeah, on the ones and
But,
twos.
yeah, I'm just rocking the ones and twos, man.
Well, because I could have sworn you said turntables plural the first time.
I
was like,
wish I had another turntable. I would love that. Then I
Set
could
up
just
a Hancock going?
then I could just do bring your own vinyl nights and have people like have preloaded tracks ready to go.
That'd actually be pretty dope.
Guys,
Yeah, it would be dope as shit.
I'm gonna apologize right now. I've been really gassy, so if it smells, I'm sorry.
I can smell it through here. You're doing something wrong.
I was wondering what was coming through the mic.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something wrong, no, Chris. This might be the best thing I've ever done with my life.
So, anyways, as I'm looking outside
On
of
the
my,
podcast.
as I'm looking outside the window, I start noticing that there are a bunch of toys on the
Oh, yeah.
on the ground. I'm like, well, that's odd. That seems like an odd assortment of toys just on the ground right there outside, like next to, like this is at my neighbor's house. And then I look a little further up to see the windowsill, and there's a hole punched out through the screen window and the kid had just been funneling toys outside of the fucking screen window and just throwing toys out of his house.
So instead of a bank robbery, this was a prison break?
Yeah, I mean, either that or somebody was researching the next Toy Story movie.
That's the childhood equivalent of flushing all the contraband when you're in jail. Man,
that's pretty good, Mark.
So speaking of children, I do have a little jokey joke, if you guys will allow me.
I mean, it depends on what the joke about children is.
Yeah, I got two kids.
I just realized
we worried about this one.
We don't really tell jokes on this thing. Okay, anyway. So it's a story from a mother and our mother talking about a kid. Says the only way to pull off a Sunday afternoon quickie with your 8-year-old son living with you is to send him out on the balcony with a popsicle and tell him to report on all the events in the neighborhood. And so a few minutes into it, he shouts, "Hey, there's a car being towed from the parking lot." And with this commentary, his parents decided it was go time. And little Johnny's yelling from the balcony, "The ambulance just drove by. It looks like the Andersons have people coming over. Oh, look, Matt's riding his new bicycle. The Sanders are moving away. Jason's on a skateboard." Usual kid shit. And then he says, "Oh, looks like the Coopers are having sex." And his mom and dad are like, "Hey, bud, how do you know the Coopers are having sex?" He was like, "Well, I see little Jimmy Cooper out there on the balcony with a popsicle."
Nice.
Good one.
I'm trying to get Brandon to stop pulling crumbs out of my mustache with his lips.
Brandon, you cheating bastard.
He keeps trying to guess what I ate earlier.
I'm getting real close.
I just hear him whispering, "You having Cheez-Its?"
I'm a cheese nips man.
I knew it.
I mean,
Is that when Brandon does spray cheese on his nipples and you lick it off?
Maybe.
The increase in cost of sprayed cheese is one of the most outrageous things that's happened in our country.
My mom told me that she wished my dad was more open to the idea of pot. It probably would have been a better mom. And I don't know how to process that information.
Are we back on this? We can compare childhoods again? All right.
And, like when I was a kid, my parents just loved me. And
what's that like?
that's the end of that story.
I'm really jealous of seeing happy families with kids that look just smiling.
I just tell myself that anytime I see any families that are happy, I'm like, somebody's cheating. Like, that's all I can.
My family wasn't happy. We just loved each other, which might be why we weren't happy.
Oh, fuck, guys. I opened the bag of cookies and the dogs came running.
Yeah, so what the fuck are you eating there, bud?
Yeah, what type of flavors you got there, bud?
Oh, they got the s'mores one.
S'mores, you piece of shit.
They're discontinuing those.
Yeah, they keep discontinuing my favorite ones.
You have to get the French toast cookies.
Oh my god, the French toast fucking Girl Scout cookies are the best.
I made a s'more out of those the other day.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I almost cut my own foot off. Anticipate diabetes.
I'm gonna beat this before I'm gonna head it off the path.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
I don't remember the last time I had a s'more, man.
Oh man.
Bend over, you'll be begging for some more.
Oh.
Brandon, children.
I have some more. I haven't had any yet.
It's a PG-13. Is that a grandma joke?
It was.
God, what happened to that fat redhead kid? He was in Punk, Sandlot.
Didn't we meet him?
Or Punks. He was in Punks.
He was in Punks.
Also, Jessica Alba's first.
Oh, wasn't he in the movie The Big Green?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Brandon and I met him not this last New Year's, the one before.
Wait.
He was at Wizard World.
That's not who he met.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You met the kid from Major League.
You guys met Patrick Renna?
You don't immediately know who that is off the top of your head, you liar.
His name's. You want to bet that it's?
Yeah, that's him.
Brandon, tell him.
I'm pulling up the internet.
Tell him that I'm like Rain Man when it comes to actors.
It's true, he is.
You're like Rain
You
Man.
can throw a handful of actors on the ground. He can tell you all their names.
You can throw a handful of actors on the ground, and he can tell you exactly how many are there.
Within about 5 or 10.
You met him.
Oh shit! You're right.
Is that Patrick Renna?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Patrick Renna.
Yeah.
You're right. It is.
Oh, he doesn't age. He looks great.
Yeah, he was super nice. He thought his candle was hilarious.
Holy shit!
Candle?
Yeah, we made a candle of him.
I want that candle.
And then we met the kid from Major League because it turns out, one, he was at the show, but also...
Not Major League, Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Rookie of the Year. Sorry,
Thomas
you're right.
Ian Nicholas.
I have two comedic baseball movies confused all the time.
Oh, God. You see,
Dude, I love that you went there and not American Pie.
I know, right? Seriously.
What?
Or
what? With Rookie of the Year,
Rookie of
not
the Year.
American Pie.
We met him. So his buddy created Screwball Whiskey, that peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
And he's a major investor, so he's just at the show passing out shots of Screwball.
He just had bottles of it at this fucking booth.
We should have asked to see if we could have gotten a bottle signed by him.
Oh, son of a bitch. That is what we should have done.
You know what? Next time we go.
Here's
He
my
also
other
had a
question for
band.
you.
I know that. Look, I know he's known for being a dick, but I bet he's a shit ton of fun to drink with.
I mean, he was nice when we were talking with him.
Oh, yeah, he was super nice because we were talking whiskey.
And his candle.
Yeah, and his candle.
You made a candle for him?
Yeah, we meet these people at the shows and they come by and if they don't come by, we go to their booths and give them a gift set of their candles as a way of like, hey, don't sue us.
We also, every show, we look up who's going to be there and we make sure we have their candles there with us.
Yeah.
How do I get a custom candle made of me? Just one.
I can make that happen.
$30.
Yeah.
Am I photogenic enough?
Yes.
You stop it.
You are.
Really.
It's $30 the first time and $15 for any candle you want made of it after that.
Jeff's got one made of himself. Jeff, do you have a picture of your candle?
No. I gave it away as Christmas presents.
You didn't keep one for yourself?
No. I don't like looking at me.
Yeah, but it's a prayer candle.
I'm not worth praying to.
Up on the cross at Mass every Saturday, but
That's not true. The Catholics fucking love it.
I was Catholic for a bit.
Yeah, but...
At the Wizard World New Orleans, a fucking priest blessed the entire booth for us.
Dead. It was great.
Yo, I can do that for you too.
No, you can't.
You could, but it wouldn't mean anything.
I am ordained. I can do what I want.
Yeah, but you're not ordained by the Catholic Church, and let's be honest, the Catholics are the ones who get mad at us.
Yeah.
I can go get ordained by the Catholic Church.
You should. Then what are you doing here for?
Yeah, go be a
Because I don't want to be celibate.
You can be a deacon.
Okay, look, let's be honest. None of those priests are celibate. There are far too many boys.
Yo, what's that guy's name that was in on Rookie of the Year? Real quick.
Which one?
The main character, the guy from. So he was also in another movie about being a baseball player at the age of like 12.
No, you're thinking Little Big League. That wasn't him.
I'm thinking Kid in King Arthur's Court, which was him.
Yeah, it was him.
Daniel Craig and Kate Winslet were both in Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Oh shit!
Really? Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh shit. So my question here is why is he better known for being in American Pie versus all of the baseball movies he was in as a kid? When are we gonna make? Let's make candles of the Sleepy Boy.
Believe me, we will.
I'm sorry, this candle idea is really brilliant. As soon as Brandon told me about it, I thought it was just... You can get your loved ones or famous celebrities put on a candle. It's minorly sacrilegious, partially a parody. You can get your dogs put on it.
I just showed him the koozie of Bucky.
And it's not wildly lazy where it's just a dog's face with human hands. It has paws that look like it belongs to your pet.
Yeah.
Yes, why don't you head over to Illuminati, get yourself a fancy candle. Stop with that whack-ass shit from Walmart, getting you some nice clean linen scent.
Brandon, when we can start doing cons again, the next time we're at one with Rosie, we should get candles made of his dogs for him.
Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor in
Yeah,
Smallville.
I listened to his podcast.
He loves our candles.
I heard him talk about it.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that's right. He did talk about our candles on the podcast.
And Chris, he is literally the nicest guy I have ever spoken to.
Every Star Wars candle that we had, he's like, I need all of these.
I really want to
He
make
also bought one of each of the Smallville cast. He bought a set
and then
for each member of the cast that was there.
He bought himself a set, and then he bought a set to give to each.
My dad's
So
favorite
that was Kristen Kruk,
sorority boys.
Oh,
Tom Lanning,
Jeff, did you hear that? Yeah.
I always forget the name of Lois Lane.
Wait.
Erica Durance.
Yeah.
Erica Durance, and then Jonathan Glover,
She's so
right? That's
beautiful.
Lionel.
Who, John Glover?
Yeah.
And Laura Vandervoort.
Our stuff too.
John Glover's cool.
He came to our booth personally and was just like, "Yeah, so I need some of these so I can. I'll buy them. And I just want to.
Can I dress up as a candle to be like a spokesperson? I need to meet some of these wonderful people.
And Chris, John Glover also just hung out and talked to us for like a half hour.
Jeff's gone to 2 shows with me as like my helper. Like just
blast.
Yeah.
I'll be the candle bitch. I'll just carry candles everywhere.
That's not how it works. You just
guys. Can I just throw this out here?
Sure.
No disrespect to Michael Rosenbaum. He looks like the way his face looks. He just looks like he'd be a D-bag in real life.
Oh, absolutely. But he is the sweetest person that you've ever seen in your entire life. He is just a giant, adorable, loving child.
I couldn't figure out what I recognized him from. I figured it out.
So funny.
So I never watched Smallville.
Yeah. What did you recognize him from?
I recognize him from one episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, from season 1.
Yeah. Just shoot the fucking gun, D.
I was gonna say it's the gun episode.
Yeah, he is delightful, and he always wears trucker hats, and it's great.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I have 2 of his trucker hats.
God damn it, Jeff.
But yeah, as soon as we're able to start doing shows, I'll let you know which ones I've got lined up, and you can just let me know which ones you want to go with.
Oh, we'll be in Arizona next week. I guess I'm going to Arizona.
Yeah, and we road trip everywhere. So Jeff was my co-pilot for going to New Orleans.
That was me.
You were going to say.
I was going to say wingman.
I'll be your other wing. We a full plane.
Yeah, damn it, yeah.
So Rosenbaum did a show called Impastor. That was fucking great.
It was great. It didn't get renewed, did it?
No, it only went 2 seasons.
It should have gone longer, but I understand.
Another really good one, if you guys ever get the chance to check it out, I think it's on Netflix right now. It's a movie called Hit and Run. And it's with, Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell and Bradley Cooper.
Jasmine just watched it a couple months ago.
I forgot Tom Arnold was in it. But what's his face? Rosenbaum is one of the main characters too. And it's great because they're all like great friends in real life. So the chemistry on the show is so funny. Or the movie, I'm sorry.
Man, it's too bad we're not actually friends in real life. We could actually have some pretty good chemistry on the show too.
Yeah.
Do you mind the adults are trying to talk? So anyway, guys. Such an asshole.
Are you crying, bud? You all right?
Oh, sorry. Somebody sent me a video and I was looking at it trying to figure out what the joke was. It just looked like a guy with his dick hanging out. And then his buddy walks up with a pair of scissors and snips it, and apparently it was just a hot dog. But the guy had fallen asleep with what looked to be his dick out, and so his buddy just came over and cut it. He was just like, "Oh no."
That's a proper response to being afraid that you might have lost your dick. Oh no.
Oh no.
So I saw a video on Facebook the other day of a bunch of idiot fucking college kids. And
are there any other kind of college kids?
Yeah. Touche.
I mean, so the thing is, like, I was a dumb college kid, and I was.
Oh, we know.
We know.
No, these kids make me look like a fucking genius. So they
That's
all decided to take flaming shots, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know what this is.
Whatever. I've done that too. It's not that big a deal. But none of them put the shot out before they drink it. They literally bring fire to their face, and one kid does it, obviously freaks out, spills the liquor all over his face, so his entire face is on fire, tries spitting the liquor out, becomes a flamethrower himself, sets the fucking table on fire, falls on the floor. They put him out, but the table was still on fire but when the video ended.
It's really funny, as early in the night he said he had always dreamed of being a dragon.
No. He said he
a magic dragon.
All of his friends know that he's been wanting to be a dragon for years, and he gave a very cryptic "Tonight's the night, boys" as he went in and started drinking. Nobody knew what he meant until just then.
All his friends are sitting there like, "Why are you so angry? You always wanted to be a dragon." He goes, "I was saying drag queen."
Oh.
Oh no.
Very different situations, guys.
Drag is something I've always wanted to try at some point.
Drag?
Just around the house. I'm not going to go out and mingle with people. Just see how convincing I can be to figure out how many,
I think that's how Buffalo Bill started.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? I hope to God.
Thinking about the movie Step Brothers.
I hope to God that we start getting fan art on our sent to us, and I hope that the first piece of fan art we get is Chris Banks just. I really want to just try on drag, walk around my house a little bit wearing them high heels, kick my boots up,
All right, you're around your house. You decide to get real pretty one day. See how bangable you are. How about that?
I know I couldn't do it because I'm not willing to shave this beard off.
That's my only hang up, but I have done that in the past.
I know I couldn't do it.
I've done it I have done that in the past though, Chris.
So my way of doing my idea of finding out if I'm bangable is I just dress up in the most ridiculous, vibrant, lavish clothes that I have, and I go, would I do this? Yes. And if the answer is yes.
Yeah, even those leopard print pants.
I wish I had leopard print pants.
I have zebra print if you want them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Man,
I want us to get big enough.
You can jump up and flip in the air.
Jump! I'll get some red shoes to wear with them.
Go to conventions, and all of our fans bring Mark just eggplants.
Oof.
To all of our fans listening, I'm not going to stick the eggplant in my butthole.
I'm really afraid of the day
I'm going to turn it into a fucking fleshlight.
I'm afraid of the day that we actually get a decent following, and then people start doing fan art of me because of the stories that Mark has told, and I just know I can never share them.
Yeah.
I am actually curious how people would draw us. Really thinking about that.
I know how people would draw at least me, and I'm very upset.
Listeners at home, I want everyone. I'm 7'2" and I weigh 37 pounds. Make me look good.
You look like Jack Skellington?
Everyone knows I look like Jack Skellington. Jeff looks like Snorlax. Key looks like a literal dormouse. Brandon, well, you're 98% dick, so.
See,
I was going to say, all of Brandon's pictures
I
are
just know people would end up drawing me like it looked like I'm smuggling and a tape measure in my pants or something.
Oh, I figured people would just draw a flesh-colored Sears Tower with a tiny person at the bottom.
Dude.
Brandon, tape measures are flat. Why would it look like you have a tape measure in your pants?
Is a tape measure flat when it is wound up?
No, but when it's wound up, it's like 3 inches
you
wide.
See, your pants like a garden hose that you've rolled up?
I mean, how else do you think I walk around?
I figure it's just 18 belts around your torso.
So a lot of this is new to me, and I'm getting hit with a lot of information at once.
There is a running joke that I have a monster schlong.
Brandon could never get a
story
full
that
erection or
Jasmine
he'll
told
pass out.
while she was drunk to Mark. Jasmine straight up divulged a lot of intimate details about her love life in front of
Oh my god, it was amazing. Best night of my life.
At the California Pizza Kitch.
No, Pizza Kitch.
The last time Brandon got a full hard on, he passed out from lack of blood to his head.
And now it's become a running joke in the show.
The last time Brandon got an erection, they put a crater in
I have not passed out from an erection, but I sometimes wish I did.
They actually didn't. They didn't fly the Mars rover to Mars. They just put it on Brandon's dick, got an erection, and right there.
You know, they had to put a giant red light above my house for airplanes just in case I was aroused.
Just in case he was sleeping on his back that night.
That's why you can go on low bridges.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It affects the gravitational pull of the Earth.
That's why we had that snowstorm.
Which brings us to our second sponsor of hymns.
Brandon's... No, guys, the last time Brandon ejaculated, it froze in the upper atmosphere and came back down and covered Texas.
Oh, don't put that on me.
Everyone was being showered with frozen Brandon jizz.
That's the real reason Ted Cruz had tried to get out of Texas. He's like, I cannot be covered in Manhattan.
I just had an image of... I know that the snow has long since melted, but I just get this image of one of our really just fucked up listeners being like, oh, this is Brandon jizz, and just getting on his hands and knees and just right off the ground.
Someone saved a snowball in their freezer.
And they're just licking it every night before bed.
Oh my God, what do you think our listeners are like?
Yeah.
I think Mark thinks our listeners are like Mark.
I just get this image that they all look kind of like if Gollum and the female gremlin from Gremlins 2 had a baby.
Oh,
What are you saying?
I mean, I feel like our listeners are like me.
I think my dream girl is Boof. Nobody knows Boof? All right, we'll move on.
What? No, what's Boof?
Doesn't matter.
No, you can tell me.
Moving
oh,
forward.
you keep backing away.
This is a safe space.
Nope, leaving now.
Wait.
Safe space.
DJ Boof?
I'm going to look it up.
You're not going to look up Boof.
I am going to look up Boof.
DJ Boof.
B-O-O-F.
Wait, is it Boof from Teen Wolf?
No.
Are you
You know
sure?
who was in Teen? You know who was the main character of Teen Wolf 2?
It was Jason Bateman. I think we talked about this already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from Teen Wolf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Boof. She got nipples.
Lisa City.
Oh, she cute as fuck.
Yeah.
God damn. I remember her.
Oh, God, yeah.
And Mark's
So
finished.
good looking.
Yeah, she is at 63 years old. Killing.
You're not wrong, Jeff. I did just finish.
I think that Teen Wolf, the TV series.
You know, some people are comparing the new Dora Explorer to her.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a live-action Dora the Explorer.
I thought that was supposed to be Christina Ricci.
Oh my gosh, they had Danny Trejo voice Boots in that.
What?
Yeah, Dora the Explorer, the live-action movie. Danny Trejo voice Boots.
All right, well, now I have to watch the Dora Explorer movie.
I know. Oh my God, guys, this movie also has fucking Django Fett.
Of course it does.
I hear that guy's a piece of shit.
Wow.
I know Baby
yeah,
Boba
we've
Fett.
actually heard from very close friends of ours.
Oh, he did really well in The Mandalorian, though.
Wait.
No. Sorry.
The
Not
story,
Jango Fett, young Boba Fett.
Baby Boba. Yeah, Django Fett. I haven't heard anything about
Yeah,
Django.
sorry. That's my bad.
Where?
I mean, young Boba's
Man,
supposed to...
Danny really did play Boots.
Danny Trejo's the man.
Danny Trejo is pretty dope.
Evil
Who-
Longoria.
I think
And
we all
hold on.
need to know, who is that woman tattooed on Danny Trejo's gullet?
Benicio del Toro played Swiper the Fox?
Oh man.
Oh, God.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I need to watch this fucking movie.
That's how they're going to ring.
Wait, Brandon, they messed up. They had Backpack voiced by a woman. Backpack's a guy.
Who cares?
Oh, but it's Sasha
Hey,
Toro.
It's a fucking backpack.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank you. Oh my God.
That's,
Okay, so
that's another one I have never watched.
So, Dora, the adult version of Dora in this is played by Isabella Merced, but at the time, I guess she was either married or not married or had a different name or stage name. But her real name is Elisabella Moner.
Hey guys, if you just can't get enough of Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys, you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SR Sleepy Boys. Or you can check out our YouTube channel, Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys. You can also find us on Spotify, Radio Public, Anchor, Breaker Radio, and coming soon, Apple Podcasts.